I was called into a strike in the platinum belt some time back, and the unions and management, it was NUM and one of the big platinum companies, were 2% apart, and the strike was already on, and they're two sophisticated players. They negotiated to deadlock. They called me in, I go to Rustenburg, and they expect magic from me to bridge this 2% gap. So I embark upon sophisticated interest-based negotiation, and to cut a long story short, I say to the employers, if you could wave a magic wand, what is it that you want from the union? And I said, don't even bother with that, John, but what we really want is we want to introduce new drilling technology underground, and the union has been resisting this. And one of the reasons why we won't budge on this wage increase is that they are standing in the way of this new technology. So I said, okay, I go across to the union, I say, what are your deep and darkest needs and interests? And they tell me about inflation and education and how. Okay, sorry. And they tell me, the normal concerns which they have, which are very serious in the Rustenburg area. And then I say to them, can I just talk to you a moment about this drilling technology? They throw their toys out the cot. They say, don't mention that in here. We've been fighting it for the last 2 years. It's a fundamental erosion of worker rights, etc., etc. And I say, well, but what's the problem? They say, if they do that, it's going to cause job loss. And it's unsafe. It's going to cause injury. Anyway, again, to cut a long story short, throughout the day, I keep inquiring about all of this, and they are getting massively frustrated with me. They say, John, don't add something to the table that is not here. Just split the bloody difference, on this wage thing. Anyway, to cut a long story short, the eventual solution was that the employer agreed that they would give a moratorium against any retrenchment as a result of the introduction of the new technology. The parties would agree on a mutually acceptable health and safety expert who would sign off on whether it was dangerous or not, and in return the union would agree that if that happened, they would cooperate with the introduction of the new technology. I went across to the employer, said, you've got everything you want. How's it about the 2%? They said, John, it's cheap at the price. And so they gave the 2%. And quite honestly, the union, I think, could have got 4 or 5%. That's how valuable that cooperation was with the employer. But what's happening in the workplace is that people just get into a win-lose arm wrestle without examining what the underlying needs and interests are. They have, both sides of the table, very, very poor negotiation skills, no understanding of risk analysis, no understanding of underlying interests, innumeracy, illiteracy, irrationality, and it's very seldom, even as mediators, that we can do that kind of deal. So it's a long story, and I could go on for another 2 hours.
What John has just given you is an absolute perfect example of what is known as productivity bargaining. I can tell similar stories, and it works, and we are going to have to do it, and it can only happen in our plants.